On today's episode, we drink a mojito and talk about shoes. To make today's topic a little bit more enjoyable for you, let's make our drink first. Now, a classic mojito, you start with a lime, you quarter it, or make it into 4 wedges. You put 1 wedge in the bottom of the glass along with 4 or 5 mint leaves. You muddle that up into a good mixture. From there, we add 2 teaspoons of sugar and another lime wedge or 2. Muddle that up a little bit more and you get a great mixture. Now don't strain it at this point because that's your delicious sweet goodness in there. You want to add your ice, fill it about full, about 3/4 of the way full. And from there you throw in a shot of your favorite rum. In this particular one I used Bacardi. And then you top it off with a splash of club soda or your favorite sparkling water. And I garnish it with a lime wedge. And let me tell you, it is a refreshing drink on these hot summer days. If you're looking to buy quality shoes, here's what you need to know. This particular shoe was a hand-stitched shoe, or hand-welted, at a small workshop in Italy. What that means is the upper part of the shoe and the sole were attached by hand sewing. This will allow the shoe to last a very, very, very long time. The reason why is that it can be resold, recrafted, essentially be remade many, many times. With that, the shoes, after a few wears, has actually conformed to my foot, and I look forward to continuing to break it in. When you're looking to buy in a shoe, you need to take into account the type of leather the shoe is made out of. A lot of times you go into a store and the salesman's trying to put you into a very stiff shoe. That shoe's probably never going to be broken in, even though he tells you after a few wears it'll be great and it'll feel like a sock on your foot. I myself prefer a little bit softer temper because unlike the stiff shoes that don't ever break in, this shoe felt great when I first put it on and has felt even better after every wear as it does get broken in and molds more to my foot. Now let's focus on what you actually walk on, the sole and the heel. Leather soles are significantly better than their rubber counterparts, especially a great vegetable tan such as this shoe. And in addition to that, the heels should also be made out of a similar tempered leather, preferably vegetable tanned. Because in the hands of a great cobbler, or even a good cobbler, they're going to be able to resole this shoe at least a few times to give you many, many years of wear. Now, with the reconstruction or the construction, for that matter, as this shoe was commissioned, I do prefer a small rubber cap on the heel. That gives me just a little bit of traction. Again, there's no filler in this particular shoe. It is a solid rubber, or solid leather heel, rather. Some manufacturers, depending on the brand, do put in a paper insert to save on cost, and that heel is actually going to break down quite a bit quicker than the solid leather heel. Now that we've addressed the upper and the sole and the heel of the shoe, what goes on the inside is just as, if not more important than the outside. Many companies will actually skimp here and they'll put a paper-based product under the insole. And that really doesn't conform to your foot, and unfortunately it'll break down over time. Quality shoes use cork, which over time will break down just in the right spots and conform to your foot and stay that way. Now I prefer shoes that have a full lining to help prevent blisters. The heel needs to have a lining of some sort. Again, cheaper shoes, I say cheaper made shoes. There are very expensive shoes out there that are poorly made. That being said, again, the heel lining is very important to keep the heel from getting blisters. And I prefer ones that don't have a seam right there to where the piece is all the way around, ending on the side of the heel instead of the back. Now that we've touched on a few things with quality shoes, there are many brands out there that provide great quality shoes, and there's other brands that don't. And many brands actually are made in the same factory as all the other brands of the same quality. Sifting through the noise buying a high-quality shoe that fits well is going to give you many years of comfort. If the shoe doesn't fit well, it'll never be comfortable, and you're just going to be miserable. So that's it for today's episode. Your feet will be grateful. I'm your host, Kyle Doherty, with Drinking with Style. Please make sure to like and subscribe below. Leave a comment, as we do and love the engagement. And for every like for this video, we are going to be taking a shot. So stay tuned for the aftermath of that. But as always, thanks for stopping by to have a drink with us.